And here we've got the ambulance service, so don't usually and wouldn't usually, but we've got a few things out on here on display. So, hi there, you alright? Yes, good, thank you. I'm just putting a video together of like the different stalls, etc. Because I've got a bit of a platform, so I was just asking if you could give us a rundown on a couple of things that you've got out on display today, if that's okay. They're all busy now. Look, they're all busy now.
What do you want to know, please?
Just basically what you've got out on display. What, I don't know, what the bags are used for, the things in the bags are used for, etc.
Start with the green bag first. The green bag is our basic
your primary bag.
Primary bag, exactly. Got everything from airway kit.
Right.
In it, oxygen to drugs in the kit in there, bandages and cannulation stuff in there. From here, then we've got the ALS, Advanced Life Support bag, which obviously for cardiac arrests, critically ill patients, trauma patients.
Okay, so this is a very important one.
Cardiac drugs, ventilator, which is now there. We get fluids, and in the same bag, in that department there, we've got airway kits. So anything from small airways, children, to adult airways, eye gels they're called.
Are these something that are like inserted orally then?
Yeah.
Into the actual mouth itself?
The oral cavity of the mouth.
Right, okay.
The oral pharynx. And gets situated in there, so it includes the airway, so we can put oxygen through.
Okay.
We can ventilate that patient adequately.
Right, okay.
Get that perfused.
Yep.
From there, we've got obviously trauma pack with tourniquets, trauma bandages, trauma kit, as you can see here, which they're already open for like severe lacerations, limb amputations.
Yep.
And chest seals for anybody with like chest wounds.
Right, okay, so I'm going to ask the same kind of questions as what I asked down at the arms bit, basically. A paramedic, what is the length of training in order to become a paramedic? Is there... At
the moment, there's two routes you can do.
Yep.
So there's direct entry to a university, which you go through, obviously, a university training progress. But then you do placements on the ambulances.
Right, okay.
Then there's another way, you go through the trust itself as an apprenticeship scheme. So you work along with paramedics and technicians with their service and getting paid for it as well.
Right.
It's a bit of a longer process than going direct to university. It's 3 years.
Right, okay.
University, where coming to through the trust, it takes a little bit longer because you've got to do, it comes in stages: technician, student paramedic, then a paramedic after the university course as well, included in that.
Right, okay. So
it's a 3 year Bachelor of Honours.
How long have you been a paramedic for?
15 years.
15 years?
15 years.
I was going to ask if you like it, but you must be here 15 years, right?
Yeah, and patience, patience keep me going. Patience keep me in the job.
What's the best part of the job for you?
It's seeing that you've treated a patient and you've made them better. And it's that process of going in there acutely unwell and making that a little bit better than taking definitive care, going to hospital, but you've made a difference at that point of contact.
Right.
Going forwards, you've started their journey and getting better.
Right.
So,
one thing I don't think gets spoken about enough from emergency services, i.e. like yourselves paramedics, is paramedics come under attack quite a lot, don't they? When they go out to calls, when I say attack, I mean I was watching a video.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's assaults to ambulance and police personnel and fire personnel are increased, unfortunately. But personally, I haven't had that situation in 15 years.
That's not bad.
So
so it is quite a
it's
isolated incidents, right?
Yeah. And unfortunately it is, but unfortunately it does happen, and we are in the process of trying to stamp it out with media coverage. And
just before I go, I noticed you've got one of these dummies here.
Yeah.
Would you be able to give me a demonstration on how you do something like CPR? Because I think if it's something that we could do a quick couple of minute video that may help people in the future watch this and then have a bit of an understanding who don't have an understanding.
I mean, they're the guys, obviously they've got all the proper kit out there. We've got a lot of basic dummy kit here.
Right, okay.
So anybody who's unconscious, we check the breathing.
Yep.
So we open the airway.
Yep.
So we always head tilt, chin lift.
Always tilt the head.
If it's trauma, if we think a person's fallen off a bridge or of a high chair. It could be even, you know, from
Yeah.
standing can be traumatic.
Yep.
We can do a jaw thrust where we can lift the jaw up, which opens the airway.
Right,
But
okay.
mostly people collapse, head tilt chin lift, and looking in the airway, making sure there's nothing in the airway.
Yep.
We can turn the head to the left or the right. If any vomits, we can clear the vomit that way.
Yep.
So there's no airway. If the airway is clear, we're looking down the chest. Are they breathing? So we look for rise and fall of the chest. So we open the airway. We look down. Listen for about 10 seconds.
Yep.
At the same time, we're feeling a pulse in your neck, so the carotid pulse. If you can feel a pulse, obviously there's no need to do CPR. There's no pulse, no breathing, we confirm cardiac arrest. So you have to do CPR. So 2 hands together, closed fists, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and it's continuous CPR.
Right,
Until
okay.
obviously
The mouth-to-mouth thing, is that something that you wouldn't do
it's
so much these
not
days?
Anymore.
Is there a reason for that?
More to do with, at the moment, there's evidence suggests that while doing CPR, we're getting positive pressure into the lungs by just doing CPR.
Right.
So oxygen is getting in, and you got so long that patient can survive without.
Okay, and also when doing those compressions, how far down? Because I think one thing that people might worry about when doing CPR is not wanting to apply too much
5 to
force
6
to somebody's
centimetres
ribs.
to the chest.
5 to 6.
centimetres.
And have there been incidents where ribs are broken in doing CPR?
You can hear cracking, but a lot of that is the cartilage breaking rather than ribs.
Yeah.
So if you do hear cracking, don't worry too much. It can cause slight rib fractures, but mostly it's going to be the cartilage in between cracking. But mostly it's getting the 5-6 centimetres of depth and about 100-120 beats per minute. We want to do.
Right.
So yeah. So.
And again, so rather than mouth now, you would use an apparator like.
Do all, like I say, if you find something on the floor, you do the head tilt lift, look at the airway. We arrive, then we'll do advanced life support. Then where we bag valve mask and we start to inflate the lungs with oxygen attached.
Okay.
Then we could put an airway in to still that airway.
Interesting.
Right.
Again, just I know when you tilt the head back, the head didn't go back a major amount.
No,
but how would you? What would you do if you maybe suspected that when you found someone maybe had something like a head or a neck injury? Would it still be safe to do that?
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't. If you definitely knew it was a neck injury, I wouldn't move the neck back.
So you would just then have to just maybe give the compressions.
Damage. Yeah, it can cause more damage to the brain. You see.
Yeah.
So it can just. But if somebody's in cardiac arrest, a bystander CPR is the best way of doing it, and get an AED as well. So the 999 will tell you where the nearest AED is, and you'll collect that, and you attach the pads, and go from there. But CPR is the most important thing that anybody can do straight away.
It's very important, yeah. I think this is something actually that maybe should be enrolled into schools where it's compulsory that there's.
I'm sure that it's going to be compulsory soon. I don't take my word for it, but
Yeah.
I've heard on the grapevine, and I think most of Europe is compulsory. But with the UK, I think it's starting to slowly come into. I don't know, but.
Would it be possible to have a look inside your
possible.
thing? Is that all right? Thank you very much for your time. Anyway, I appreciate it. Thank you. So this is the ambulance. This is where it all goes on. So as you can see here, we've got this CBRM pack, triage pack, head block set, collar set, trauma pack, and scoop straps. As you can see, they've got a dummy in here. That's how they would have someone strapped into the bed to keep them secure. As you can see, we've got an ambulance helmet here. Another ambulance helmet here. We've got the monitor that will check your heartbeat and your blood pressure, etc. I believe this does. There's cameras here on the back inside, so they can get a 360 degrees view of the van, the time and day, etc. We've got some gloves everywhere, some lights, etc. So yeah, this is I imagine this is where it gets very busy, and they'll have someone in the back here that will sit with the patient while they go to the hospital. But I'm going to go out this way because there's people coming in. And so yeah, that's the ambulance service, and a little bit of a rundown on how CPR works. For anyone that didn't know, I do think it's important that everybody has a little bit of an idea of how to do CPR or conduct CPR on somebody. It's important. We never know, especially if you've got children or family. You never know when you might need to use. Hopefully you never will, but be in a situation where you would need to use CPR. Over here again, they've got some of the dummies showing the defibrillator. And we've got a few more other things as well here. This is the Staffordshire Search and Rescue Team, for if they've got to go out into rivers and things. So yeah, again, I just thought that was a little half decent video to show you there of CPR and a few of the things that they use. There are other people here today, waiting, children, etc. So I didn't want to take up all their time, but that's a little bit of a rundown again for you. So I'm going to move on and see what else I can find, and hopefully you'll see that on another video. So thanks for watching, people, and I'll see you all on the next one. Do give this a thumbs up, leave your comments in the comment section, and until the next time, much love, God bless, and as always, people, peace out.